When most people think of magic, they think of bubbling cauldrons. They think of Shakespeare and the witches. They think of stage performances and of horror movies. All kinds of fun things, all kinds of strange things, and all kinds of things that really have nothing to do with magic. What is magic? Magic, and we will spell it with a K when we spell it, just to differentiate it from stage illusions and sleight of the hand with cards. Magic is when people see something happen and don't have an explanation for it. They call it then magic or a miracle. In some respects, there is no such thing as magic, nor is there such a thing as a miracle. These things aren't things that just happen by a breach of the law, by divine intervention taking place and breaching natural laws. See, what you call magic, what you call miracles, all occur as a direct response to the applications of natural laws that simply are not commonly understood or known to the average person. Just think what would have occurred if 200, 300 years ago, you had walked into a room and all the lights came on. Clap on, clap off. Today, that simple scientific technology, 300 years ago, they would have thought that was truly magic. Put your food in a microwave and push a button, that's a magic box that cooks your food. The things that you take for granted today would have been considered extremely powerful magic just a few hundred years ago. See, it's your technology out of time or out of place that you think of as magic or as a miracle. And the interesting thing about this is intelligent energies. How do you work with them? What is an intelligent energy? Everything has intelligence. Everything has energy. Actually, every soul has an essence of being. So, if you look at yourself and you think of your fingers and your fingernails and the blood that flows through them and every nerve, every part of that is a different system of intelligence, and every part of that is a different creation of being. The fact is that intelligent energies pervade all of existence. Anywhere there is any creation, there is both intelligent energy and the ability for it to have an impact upon you or for you to have an impact upon it. The very fact that we are entering into the age of Aquarius, the astrological age of Aquarius, means that you can now have a more defined impact on various intelligent energies in various ways. This is right back to the idea of clap on, clap off. Understand, that is about aligning knowledge and energies. Even flipping the switch on a wall to turn the lights on and off is about your knowledge to flip the switch and about the knowledge of the person who ran the wiring and the energies that are run to the lights and all of the knowledge about fire and vacuums. See, none of that is magic. It is actually science. And what you call magic or a miracle today is tomorrow's science. Magic is that ground between knowing and not knowing, between performing something for a result when you do not know how it occurs. That's magic. When you know what's making it occur, it becomes science. That's the difference. Now, you should also understand that there is an energy that goes through the things you do in this life. Every spoken word is energy. It is a reverberation of sound. It carries a certain energy. But you project energies also with the mind and with thought. So that allows ritual to be imbued with energy. If most people look at someone outside of their religion doing something and having results, they are working magic. Yet every religion works magic. Mass in the Christian church is magic. In fact, it is one of the purest forms of magic. The idea of the priest recognizing that he represents the divine and then calling forth the divine and transforming the wafer and the wine into the body and blood. That whole concept is entirely magical. And everyone partaking in the ritual is partaking in magic ritual. And that is an energy that is being built, an energy that is powerful. And the outsiders to the Christian faith in the early years looked upon Christians and thought what? They were working magic, and they considered it magic, and they considered Christians cannibals because they were eating and drinking the blood of the Christ. Well, they were right about the fact that it was a magical ritual. They were wrong about the spiritual implications, and they were wrong about cannibalism. But the thing that is important that we get across to you here is that every religious working in every religion is what you would call magic. And it is magic specifically in as much as you are doing something to get a specific result, and you do get powerful results in all of the different religions by following the rituals. Therefore, it is magic because you don't truly understand how this is occurring. When you understand it, it is no longer to you magic. It is a science that you can apply. The people who probably know this best are a few of the mystics and a few of the well-trained Buddhists, most especially, realize this. In the Christian church, it is very seldom known. In other faiths, it is seldom understood. But magic is basically that which you don't understand. And it results often in people having, because they don't understand, results that are not always coherent to what is desired. For if this was understood and applied rationally, if that which we are now telling you they do was truly applied rationally across the board, there would be continuous results, and they would be definable, and they would be always something that could be expected. Why are there sometimes very unexpected results? Because people who are practitioners of these various kinds of magic that we would call religion often don't really know what they are doing, don't have a focus, and don't have a clear image or thought or understanding of what they want to produce or have as an end result. All things which are necessary for a serious working of magic that will produce a defined result. We've covered a lot, we know this, and we have said things that will be controversial. We know this. When people see their own religion as being the workings of magic, well, we can tell you right now that there will be plenty of people who will object to that. But just sit down, think about it, think it through, think about it rationally, think about it reasonably, and then we'll see you next time, because you'll understand and you know that if you proceed, you'll learn enough that you'll be able to be a part of the changes that are occurring in this new and special time.